I go with your first, last name, who you're with?
Yep. My first name's Shane, S-H-A-N-E. Last name's Carringer, C-A-R-R-I-N-G-E-R. I'm a sergeant with the Anaheim Police Department and Anaheim Fire and Rescue, and I'm the public information officer for both departments.
Now tell me where we are tonight, what happened, time to call.
Just before 10 p.m. tonight, Anaheim Fire and Rescue received call of a possible structure fire occurring in the area of Euclid and Glen Oaks, just above the just north of the 5 freeway. The first arriving units on scene observed smoke and realized they did have a working structure fire. Additional fire resources were called in, and the fire quickly grew to a second alarm and ultimately a third alarm fire. We were assisted by personnel from the Orange County Fire Authority and the City of Orange Fire Department. A total of about 75 firefighters worked to put the fire out. Now that the fire is kind of being mopped up and extinguished, arson investigators from the Anaheim Fire and Rescue and Anaheim Police Department will jointly work together to determine the cause of the fire.
Right. Any word on injuries?
There were no injuries reported at this time. There isn't expected to be any injuries or fatalities inside, but again, that could change as they go through the building. As far as Euclid Street, the traffic on Euclid Street, we're going to be blocked off between Catherine and Glen Oaks for probably another 3 to 4 hours before we open up the Euro list.
Tell me about the safety precautions. I know it's a big fire and you shut off the roadway right away, and there's maybe some concern about the wind with the apartment complex right there. Do you know anything more?
Yeah, it was a substantial fire. Anytime we go third alarm, it's a large fire. There was quite a bit of wind blowing. They had some structural concerns with the building. As you can see, the roof has collapsed. They were worried about some walls collapsing. I believe that they avoided that with their quick work. And then there was some fire as well that was kind of blowing and billowing into the apartment building behind them. So it was a large incident when it was initially burning, but luckily we had enough fire personnel here to knock it down.
Now with the apartment building, since there was a danger with that, was there an evacuation, and can you talk about that?
I don't know if fire ordered the evacuation or if our officers just believe the evacuation was warranted. Yes, I believe there was some sort of evacuation that took place, and I think it was precautionary due to the smoke.
Gotcha. Anything else to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. If anyone saw anything or might be able to help in determining the cause of the fire, is there a contact?
Yeah, that's a good point. If let me give out the police department phone number. If anybody observed anything or any suspicious activity that they believe might be helpful, they're encouraged to call the Anaheim Police Department at 714-765-1900.
And any suspicion of a foul incident at this time, or
they'll be looking at what might have caused the fire. They've already narrowed it down to one specific space and some code violations that may have existed in that space. So they'll be determining if that was the cause of the fire or not. But they've already had their attention drawn to that.
Gotcha. And then we'll go your name one more time.
Shane Carringer, Anaheim Police Department. Shane is S-H-A-N-E, Carringer, C-A-R-R-I-N-G-E-R.
Sweet.